We want strong young men to be in the teaching profession. So I hope that yourself and Mr. Pemberton are taking note.
Tourism Reflection. According to the Quora website 2016, tourism may be defined as the movement of the people from their normal place of residence to another place with the intention to return for a minimum period of 24 hours to maximum of 6 months for the sole purpose of leisure and pleasure. What does this definition of tourism has to do with me? Before tourism education was introduced to our class, I did not see how tourism has anything to do with me. I did not think I had a role to play or if I could have been of any valuable contribution to this sector. It has always been a pleasure for me to see the many visitors to our beautiful island, going around our country on tours and spending money. Although I didn't see how I was of any importance to the visitors who came here, I will always be nice to them whenever possible. I will greet them with a smile and be very polite. The tourism education course was introduced to us in September of 2016 by our grade 5 teachers and Ms. Charlene Welcome. It was then that we began to learn about tourism and realize how tourism is important to the development of our country. We learned what tourism really is, the different types of tourists, local, regional, and international, the valuable contributions of our tourism, the different many historical sites and cultural heritage of our country. Most importantly, we learned what sustainable development is and the importance of sustainable development to the preservation of our tourism sector. Activities. Our tourism education was more than listening to lectures. It was fun. During the period of time, we participated in many activities and field trips. Our first field trip took us around the island. That day, we were domestic tourists. We visited places we didn't know exist on our island. We visited the Otley's Plantation, Black Rocks, the Eco Park, and ended our tour with a delicious lunch at Port Zante, hosted by the Ministry of Tourism. We also participated in beach cleanups and enviro walks. These activities enlightened us to the importance of our contribution to the sustenance of the tourism industry and how fragile our physical environment is. During the final weeks of tourism education course, we were exposed to dining room etiquette training done by Ms. Welcome, as well as valuable presentation from different career officers and workers in tourism industry. We were introduced to the numerous exciting careers that await us for the future. In closing, tourism education has groomed us socially and mentally to be functional and productive men and women of tomorrow in this changing world. I do hope that this program will continue to give other children the opportunity that we had. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like an ambassador for tourism. I know that I am an ambassador of tourism for St. Kitts and Nevis.
This is indeed a very pleasant moment for me to speak about the tourism education program in 4 of our educational institutions, namely the Dr. William Connor Primary School, the Sandy Point Primary School, the Bastia High School, and the Advanced Vocational Educational Center, AVEC. These institutions form part of a pilot program designed to highlight the importance of tourism to national development and to expose the youth to possible careers in the tourism industry. Let me take this opportunity to commend Ms. Shalene Welcome, Community Tourism Officer. She has involved the students in the activities led by the Heart of St. Kitts Foundation, such as the beach cleanup at Cockleshell Bay in March, and the Enviro Walk from Ross University to Challengers Village, which included a 1.4-kilometer walk of abandoned railway tracks earlier this month. Additionally, the students have covered a range of topics during the 3 terms, which include what is tourism, the tourism product, the economic impact of tourism, what is sustainable tourism, tourism and culture, and careers in tourism. Focusing on these topics enabled them to highlight the importance of tourism to national development and to emphasize the role that each individual, no matter how small, can play in building a cleaner, more attractive environment and a stronger tourism industry. The students were also enrolled in a tourism club and were able to experience the tourism product. They explored the 4 A's, which form part of the tourism product, namely attractions, accommodation, accessibility, and amenities. The children visited the Artless Plantation Inn with its various amenities, the St. Kitts Eco Park, which is located at Sir Gillies Estate, Sandy Point, Black Rocks, a natural attraction that holds volcanic history, and Port Zante, where they were exposed to various forms of accessibility. The tourism education program for the grade 5 classes climaxed this week with a Careers in Tourism week of activities, and the Achievement Awards dinner tonight marks the high point. Through lectures, the students were exposed to a variety of careers in the tourism industry and to cultural elements as well as etiquette training, all of which were aimed at enhancing their knowledge of the industry, their self-image, and social skills. The Ministry of Tourism intends to continue the tourism education program in 2018 and beyond. So we do look forward to the enduring support of the Ministry of Education and the schools as we expand the program to include more primary and secondary schools. We want our youth to view tourism and tourism education as critical to our development.
I want to commend you, the young people, for taking this class, this course, for all the work that you have done. Very early when I became the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Henry Morton and myself, we spoke about this program that was going to happen. And I was not very too excited, not knowing what was going to happen. But now, having seen the end product, I can go back to the Ministry of Education and boast about the achievements of the partnership between education and tourism. So when we are asked to identify the schools that would take part in the ensuing year, I would be able to say it's going to be a project that you're going to be extremely proud about. I want to thank Mrs. Novelette Morton for giving us the overview. It sort of enlightened me of the, what the program entails. And I'm remembering the 4 keywords: attraction, accommodation, accessibility, and amenities. And these are 4 very key components of the course. For those of you who would grow up to become employees in the service industry, these are words that you will have to remember, because these are what the customers are going to be looking for in most cases. This experience is reminding me that I've never taken a course in etiquette. One of the schools that I worked at in the United States, it does offer this as a course. And so you young people, you fifth graders, are very lucky, very fortunate to be exposed to this kind of opportunity. And it is something for you to grow with. Something for you to grow with. You should know how to use your knives and forks. I'm still learning some of these things. When I go to an event, I look around and see what other people are doing and hope that they're doing the right thing. Now, this is something that you might be able to teach us, the adults. So I want you to bear that in mind. Again, congratulations. Keep up the good work. As your teacher said before, you all look very beautiful, very splendid in your outfits. Teachers, I want to thank you for all the hard work that you do and to encourage you to continue to give of your best. To the Ministry of Education, we welcome the partnership and we will do all in our best to work together. Thank you very much.
Minister Grant has asked me to deliver some remarks on his behalf. He has sent his apologies. He isn't able to make it this evening. But I am sure he's here with us in spirit because he's very excited about the program that is being delivered at all of the schools, even though it's in its pilot stage. He says, I wish to begin by commending the management, staff, and students of the Dr. William Connor Primary School for the willingness and enthusiasm with which you are partnering with the Ministry of Tourism to facilitate the delivery of the Tourism Education and Awareness Program to students at your progressive and magnificent institution. At the Ministry of Tourism, we are very strategic and deliberate in our outreach efforts, which are aimed at ensuring that our young people in particular understand what tourism is about, how revenues generated by tourism contribute to the sustainable development of the sector, to the social and economic welfare of this nation, and to the high standards of living we want to continue to enjoy as a proud people. I am very heartened this evening to see our young people enjoying and benefiting from this course. Now in the pilot stages, this program has the potential, when taken eventually to all of our schools, to transform the local tourism and hospitality landscape in the medium to long term. Its aim is to equip our youth to cherish and promote our rich culture, like the masquerades who danced for you on Tuesday and who danced just a while ago for a very long time for us. Let us put our hands together for them. Fantastic job. The course also aims to teach you about our rich history, all of that information that Mr. Stapleton would have shared with you. It aims to enlighten you about our natural assets, our beaches, our rich fertile soil, our mountains, our hiking trails, our iconic attractions like Brimstone Hill and Black Rocks, and all of the other God-given blessings we possess as a nation. These are ours to use wisely and responsibly, to share with our visitors, so we continue to generate revenue for the public and private sectors and to maintain a decent living for local households. Students, we are a blessed people. Our sunny, scenic island home that we enjoy year-round is a tourist's dream vacation getaway. We cannot afford to take for granted a resource that is in such great demand. As young citizens, students, you must begin now to develop an appreciation for the tourism industry. You must begin now to develop an appreciation for all of the career opportunities, the possibilities that are there for the taking. Begin now to plan and to envision yourselves making a meaningful and lasting contribution to the sustainable and continued growth of the tourism sector. Begin now to consider job opportunities such as supervisors, managers, and owners of inns, hotels, and restaurants, as chefs, mega farmers supplying our hotels and restaurants with fresh fruits and vegetables. Begin to see yourselves as entrepreneurs, managing your own tourism-related businesses. Whatever you choose to do, the important thing is that you begin now to develop the skills that will allow you to be creative, innovative, and responsible with how you manage, grow, and develop our tourism product. That you always seek to provide excellent service and memorable experiences to our visitors. So they keep following their hearts back to St. Kitts and telling their relatives and friends about our beautiful island and our warm and hospitable people. Boys and girls, you are Generation Next. You are our future workforce. Miss Welcome and your teachers and the Ministry of Tourism, together we are grooming you now to lead productive and fulfilling lives, to be aware, to be vigilant, to be inspired, to be motivated, and to be informed. You are the up-and-coming stewards. You are the guardians and stakeholders, mastering now the art of looking after our natural and built resources, so that in the next 15 to 20 years and beyond, you can present to your children and your children's children a world-class tourism product that is welcoming, charming, and competitive. Although some of you may not end up working directly in the tourism sector, you must always remember that every Kittitian, regardless of age, gender, or job description, every single Kittitian is an ambassador, just as Mr. Primer said earlier. Every single Kittitian is an ambassador who must be ready and able to proudly represent and market your island. I am confident that with this training, all of you are well on your way to becoming serious caretakers, custodians, and promoters of our tourism product. From all reports, you have demonstrated a keen interest so far. You are sharing the information with your siblings and parents. You are applying what you learn in the classroom to practical, on-the-ground activities such as engaging in beach cleanups, visiting historical sites and other attractions, and preparing for and hosting social events such as your banquet this evening. Congratulations. You are all definitely off to a very good start. I expect to hear wonderful things about this group of students and to see many of you in the tourism sector in the not too distant future. Thanks for your attention. Continue to enjoy the rest of the evening and a safe journey home.